I just got back from the platers, so I thought I'd show you a couple of things. Well, three things. This is the 3/16 line that's been plated. It was plated directly over the existing zinc, which was that silver one. Mostly a good job. There's some sections there that are pretty rough. But otherwise I think it's a fair job. He did say he had to leave it in the bath for an hour and a half, which is a bit unusual, a bit longer than he expected as well. But it's come looking good. And this is the 5/16. Should be good there. And I did have one that I made up, so I gave it to him to plate along with the insert nut, and it came out looking pretty good. It's very shiny at the moment. It's almost like chrome. You could see all the reflections on it. I think it's because it's still wet. I mean, it only came out of the bath about an hour and a half ago at the most, I think. So that will dull up a little bit, and I'm pretty happy with it. We'll just crack on with making all the hard lines. Now, a couple of nights ago I had a go at removing the mirror from the casing, and I expected it to break, and it did. It was a good clean break, so it's left me with a template for when I need to remake it. The inside, I don't know what you call that bit, but it's what the arm swivels on. It was a bit rusted. There was a whole bunch of rust inside, and I might have to replace that. I might not. We'll see if it cleans up. But otherwise, pretty happy to finally find a right-hand mirror, which they're pretty rare. Now, the same guy that plated the hard lines for me is going to re-chrome this. You can see there's a bit of pitting there. It's otherwise in fairly good condition. And the casing was, you could probably pick it up there, it was a bit bent, but that should straighten up now that I've got it all out. And I just ran some steel wool in there. There we go. It will come good, it'll polish up nicely, so I'm not too worried about that, and glass can be remade easily. Now you can see there's a actual date stamp there, which is quite interesting. I didn't expect that. There you have it. And the last thing I wanted to show you is what I've been working on for months is these templates for the right hand insulation. Now, a pretty clever retired engineer did these for me, did the plans rather, and I sourced all the materials and the people to cut them for me. I used a laser cutter. He wasn't really happy with cutting the rubber, so after this lot I couldn't really get him to cut anymore, and he actually made a mistake on this one. He had this flipped upside down, and unfortunately that corner got cut off, so I just stuck on a little piece there. It should be fine. I'll just show you that on the side I've already glued the jute, the underfelt. Now, I had these cut separately and then I glued them on because the first test run that we did, well, the rubber, this is nitrile rubber, it's pure nitrile, it's 1.5mm thick. I think the original was about 2mm, but you know, there you have it. We tried 3mm and it just wouldn't cut on the laser. Cutting the jute separate to the 1.5mm nitrile worked a treat, and this is the tunnel. They came out looking really nice. We had to create two templates, one for the early style and one for the later style 240s. The guy that created the templates, he's got a later style and mine's the early one. I don't think there was any plans pre doing this for the right hand cars, so it'll be made available to the community soon. Yeah, it took me a few months to get this in place. Quite pleased with it.